And we're back to another episode of the Mike and Sully podcast. I am Mike.
And I'm Sully.
And today we're doing an autocomplete interview. Thank you, Whale, for that fantastic rendition of our theme song yet again. Really impressive that he keeps playing it.
Yep.
Over and over again.
Shout out.
What if he goes crazy?
I don't think so. I think a young artist just plays wherever they can.
Right, yeah. And we don't pay him.
One day.
One day.
Yeah.
For sure. Once we make money, he makes money.
I love that.
Yeah. And that goes to the rest of you that want to be on the pod as guest hosts. We will reward you if your episode goes, viral.
I did not know that.
I think we should probably consider it.
Okay.
What if we had one episode that, made us $100,000? You're telling me
how
you
would
wouldn't...
that happen?
I don't know. We sell merch.
I don't really get how that works. How, famous people get money from people watching their videos.
I think that explains so much of why we haven't made it yet. Is that neither of us know the answer to that question.
No idea. Doesn't make sense.
Well, but this is a good start.
Yes.
Because you know what? They do gimmicks that are trendy. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you are aware, there's a thing out there. It's called the company is called Wired. So it's a Wired autocomplete interview. And what they usually do is they have celebrities of varying degrees of success. So up-and-coming podcast hosts fit right in.
There it is.
They basically will do, if you've ever used Google as a search engine, you would type in, is Brad Pitt? And then a little words would show up of a bunch of auto-completed suggestions.
They're the most asked ones, right?
Yeah. So we thank you so much for your participation. I mean, sifting through all of those survey responses.
It took a long time.
It took time, but thank you so much. And we've picked the best ones that we think made sense, or maybe some repeats, they made it on here. So we're going to do our own homemade autocomplete interview so you guys can get to know us better, and maybe we can get to know each other better. Who knows? There's some stuff on here that I definitely wouldn't be able to answer for you right off the bat.
I'm very curious. Well, you should say when you don't know it.
Okay.
And then, I'll see what you think.
Ooh, that's a good point, though, because one thing that we have to make abundantly clear is that a lot of these questions, or not a lot, there's a handful of these questions that only reference one of the two of us.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a lot. I don't even know why I lied there. Most of them say either Sully or either Mike. And when it's applicable, we'll both answer, even if it's just one of our names. Yeah. But when it's applicable, also, only one of us will answer, because some of the questions are just kind of pointed at us, and then the other person can comment, whatever. So,
what was the point of that? Where were you going with that?
I didn't want people to think, we read a question that says, is Sully blonde? And then I go,
wait, is there a question
I'm not
like
blonde.
That?
No. But I'm just telling you.
Would you describe my hair color as blonde?
I think if someone asked for a description of you, just to let them know, I the word blonde might come out.
We'll see, because I've been really trying to figure out what color I would call my hair, and I'm kind of working through it. I do think in the summer,
blonde?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in this at the end of summer, I think it's blonde.
Murky blonde.
That's rude.
Okay.
No, they call it old money blonde.
Oh, old money.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, kind of. I've heard that term.
Oh.
I don't know if this quite matches.
Sure.
Anyways, I'm curious. I'm not going to dye my hair because I don't
believe in that. Wow, were you actually going to say that?
Kind of.
Okay. Well, I'm
trying to. No, I just mean that I think it's good to just have wide ranges of looks and appearances.
Wouldn't that imply you would want to use dye?
No, because I think that this is more unique.
Oh, okay. I dyed my hair once.
Did I know that?
I did the frosted tip.
Really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
17, 18.
What?
19.
No,
I was 19.
How long did it last? I do not remember that.
I dyed it one time and then I just let it grow out and then cut it. Yeah. So maybe a month or two.
Well, they say it really affects curls.
I was working for T-Mobile at the time. This was a whole thing. You came and visited the store. I'm sure you saw it.
Oh.
Anyways.
Okay. Anyways, I'm curious what color people would describe my hair as.
Right.
I get a wide range of blonde, I think a little bit like light brown.
Oh.
Red. People call me a redhead a lot.
No, that's crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Not that it's a bad thing.
I get strawberry blonde a lot.
Not that it's a bad thing.
Anyways.
Maybe strawberry blonde.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
That's a lot to work through, so please write in and
help me work through
let Sully know what you think her hair color
that would
is
be great.
Based off of the bright yellow light behind her head. But we have great news. We're going to start off this episode hot with our with our giveaway.
Oh, we're doing that right now?
Yeah, that's what because we weren't going to... Do you want to wait?
No,
we just don't know if she'll show up. We have a potential special guest today, but we never know. Is that what you were... Because remember, it's like the earlier we do it...
Yeah, no, we're starting off hot.
Or maybe we make people wait.
I think we make them wait.
Alright, we're going to make you wait. Gotcha! They just thought we were about to do our giveaway.
Should we tell them their nicknames?
Yeah, we'll tell them their nicknames now. That'll keep them in the running. Well, and this will also give away that not a lot of people took the survey. So...
No, because these are only the people that put an email.
Oh, right.
So everyone else who filled it out didn't have an email.
Yes, you're right. Thank you for correcting me on that one. Close one. So, yeah, so we have, if you looked at the survey, which we know a lot of you did, there was a section at the end to leave an email if you want to be entered into our raffle for a mug.
Yeah.
And I'll quickly describe that the mug giveaway will be included with all the different season cover arts. So if you look at, it's hard to see in like the preview on like Spotify, for example, now that we're recording with camera, but if you, when it goes to the theme song, there's always a picture of the cover art, as well as in the earlier seasons. It's literally just there. It is the background. So you'll get to pick which one you want on your mug. That's kind of the fun, because we have one here of season 1.
Yeah.
So that's what you gifted me. Very nice. So yes, you could get season 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So you could have a sneak peek of our season 5 cover art. So if you win the raffle that we'll do later on, which is it's more of a drawing, I guess, then we will ask you what season art you want, put it on a mug, and get it to you. So
and then they can match us.
Yes, exactly. And so the nicknames, just to keep you guys interested, we had to come up with code names to keep everyone anonymous, but we needed to make the code names specific enough that hopefully you will know that it's you that we're talking about. And if you haven't already been on the pod, basically.
Yeah.
So we have some classics. We have Celia and Roz. We have Number One Fan. Stripes. We have Boomy. And I think that might be... Well, and then we have... technically, this person's been featured on the pod before, but didn't come up with their own nickname. And we kind of dropped the ball on coming up with it. So we have Great Hawaiian Turtle.
I don't think that...
Okay.
That's close enough. So this...
What was it?
Yeah, that's good. Great Hawaiian Turtle is fine. Because we were calling this person, I believe, just my cousin.
My cousin.
But then another person wrote in and wanted their nickname to be my favorite cousin.
Yes, and that is in there.
And that's in
there. There is a fave cousin.
So we thought it would be confusing. So my cousin has been changed to the Great Sea Turtle.
Great Sea Turtle.
Great Sea Turtle.
Great Sea Turtle. Great Sea Turtle, yeah.
Because we were thinking of fun
Hawaiian
animals in Hawaii. Not that Hawaii has anything to do with this person.
No. So then, beyond that we have Pullman Putt Putt.
Nice.
And...
McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, McDonald's McMuffin. So, hopefully... Oh, and then the last one, I think... I kind of stopped counting on my hands. I just kept doing this. I think the last one is Just Quit My Company.
Oh.
That's their code name.
Nice.
Yeah. So, they'll know.
Yes.
But again, if you don't win, your name won't be drawn. So, you just might not hear your name.
But maybe we'll reference you if he remembers who wrote
the
questions.
That would be fun. Yeah, that'd be very fun. So... Without further ado, we'll do the drawing later, but let's get ripping. First of all, hopefully you guys can appreciate, again, if you've never watched a Wired autocomplete interview, they usually have these printed out things and then Velcro, and they rip off the questions. So we've used electric tape to do it here and cover some of the questions. So let's start with the top one, I guess.
Is Mike A?
Oh. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna rip lighter from this side.
Oh Oh no.
Okay, at least I remember the question. Oh, it's ripping so much.
He said he tested this.
I did test it. I tested it with the duct tape, not the electrical tape. Is Mike a spicy food lover? Thank you, codename Just
Little
Quit
Kid
My
Lover.
Company. I thought you'll hate this, but
Okay.
Just Quit My Company, codename, actually screwed this up, and his actual survey response just said, "Is Mike a spicy lover?" And I said, "What are you doing?" And then he said, "No, I meant food."
Wow,
That's a real. So that really happened.
That's really.
So no, to answer your first question, or the first question of all of these great questions, not really. No, I'm not huge into spice. I've been getting into it because I've been eating a lot more Asian cuisine the last 2 years. Oh, sorry, I just heard the door open for our fun guest that's coming in. But anyways, not a huge spice scares me. Like I'm hesitant to do spice. I feel like it can ruin my gut. But I like a spicy dish every once in a while.
I'm going to answer this, even though they didn't
Sure.
care to ask me.
Yeah.
I did not like spice. I grew up in a household that would buy the mild salsa and then mix sour cream because it was too spicy.
Nice.
But now I eat things all the time and people are like, "Oh, this is so spicy," and I'm like, "What?"
What are you talking about?
So I think I do like spicy. I mean, I never go to like the highest level. Hi, we just
There
started.
she is. Celia's here.
Celia's here.
Hey, yeah, off to the first question,
And the
and it
outfit
ripped
is
off.
just amazing.
It ripped
And the
off.
hair.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it ripped really bad. So hopefully that doesn't keep happening. This is literally the first question.
And you're gonna be featured later, so just be ready.
Yeah, we need you to help us do the drawing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, call me in.
Okay. Did you answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
All right, next one. Is Mike likely to... I'm going to pull from here lightly and see what happens. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't. Can I see it? Can I
wanna try.
Okay.
Likely to.
Okay. Bald. Before.
Oh,
Oh, I remember it. Okay, I know the question at least. Is Mike... Yes, of course. Is Mike likely to bald before Roz? Stripes sent this one in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's add Stripes into the mix. Who's gonna bald first?
I think Stripes would say Stripes.
Is he balding?
No, but I think it might just run in his family.
Oh.
You're not balding. Your hair looks great.
Luscious locks.
Yes. But, because we did a little preamble about this.
Yeah.
And honestly, maybe neither of us. Ever.
I mean, you don't look like you're going bald. At all. And neither does Roz.
Right.
Roz, and I don't think he has any...
Baldness in his family?
Any.
Whoa. Okay, then it might be me, because I have a little. Like, definitely. My brother's balding.
I'm trying to think of his uncles. But it's hard because... Well, maybe they do. I don't know. His dad does not. His dad's... But I don't know.
Okay. So...
It'll be interesting.
Yeah. It's a race.
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Okay. Is Mike afraid of a... sorry, I forgot we're taking turns reading.
Is Mike afraid of a...
Oh, yes. Okay, I remember this one, too. Yeah. Really brace it. Oh. Once it starts, it really, goes. Is Mike afraid of a ferry ride earthquake?
Wow.
That's what that said. And that's from McMuffin. So, because I ride the ferry to commute to work. And so I think they were curious about that. Not really.
Wow.
I don't know, an earthquake on the water?
Tsunami.
But not. Okay, yeah, that might be bad. That might be pretty bad. I'm not actively worried about it, but I could be.
You weren't. No,
I could be, yeah. In the near future, I will be worried.
What are you most worried about when you're on a ferry ride?
Throwing up.
Okay.
But that's my answer most of the time. Like, just throwing up is usually just what I'm worried about. On a plane, on any public transit, when I'm, like, huddled in, I always have a bag, like a Ziploc bag on me.
Wow.
Remember I told you, I took a Ziploc bag to our Easter church service.
That's true.
Yeah.
I made sure we sat on an exit
I
row.
appreciated that.
But we were, like, kind of in the middle, though.
Yeah.
I didn't know if
It was
that
all right.
mattered to you.
Long time to stand. Those songs were taking a while and I was still standing.
Okay.
I was starting to sway.
Well, did you notice everyone around us was sitting?
Wait, what?
A lot of people around.
Oh,
Not
wow.
everyone.
I did not notice that.
I've noticed at this particular church,
Yeah.
we do 3 songs.
Yeah.
Everyone stands for the first 2.
Okay.
In the third one, people are just done.
Wow.
They sit down.
Usually people wait to
Isn't that
be
so
told
interesting?
to
I've noticed. I've been watching it the last couple weeks.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have guessed.
So, anyways,
Okay.
is Mike ever jealous of?
Here we go.
I'm just gonna rip it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That went
Okay.
so bad.
Sully's baking ability.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. Well, jealous and like, I wish I could do that.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean...
I feel like you guys get to eat most of the stuff I make.
That too. So, like, that takes some of the jealousy down. Because
Nice.
I know I get to partake in the eating of it most of the time.
That helps me too, because then it doesn't go to waste in my house.
Yeah.
So, nice.
Okay. Is accounting... this is the last time I'm going to test a slow peel.
Okay.
See if it works.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, no! Okay.
We got none of that.
Don't worry, I remember. Is accounting as hard as it seems?
Wow.
This makes sense that this would happen.
Yeah.
After so much pre-work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
maybe
the later ones will be good.
Yes, that's true. So is accounting as hard as it seems? I don't know how hard it seems.
It seems hard.
Okay, because when I got this question, I honestly forget who asked it, but it depends what type of accountant you are, where you're doing accounting.
Well, the kind you are.
Oh, it's like my accounting as hard as it seems? Probably not.
Is it easy?
No, I just, you
Is it a
have
lot
to
of-
have the right temperament, and I
Is
don't.
it a lot of math?
No.
Because
It's more
Excel
like,
does
it's
it?
more conceptual. So, like, you have to understand what type of math to do, I guess.
Wow.
But
I'm not a math person.
it's not too much math. Like, I'm not saying, like, we have to solve for anything. Like, like, Excel can do a lot of wonderful things.
So you have to know how to do the Excel equations.
Yeah, kind of. It's more so application of principles and, like, standards and stuff like that. So,
Interesting.
hopefully that sounded smart.
It did.
Anyways, that's, how many ISs did we do? 5? 5, 6? Should we do 6 and then move on to the next one? And do you want to pick one?
Yeah.
Sorry if we don't get to all your
Well, I
questions,
don't
by
know
the
what
way.
any of them are,
There's
so
just a
let me
lot
know
of
what
them.
you pick.
Well, I'm not going to remember. Some of them are... Just pick one at random. Okay. Oh, okay.
Is Sully going to...
Oh, yeah, I remember this one. Good thing. Good thing I remember this one. Is Sully going to change planes or
Wow.
stay on the 777?
The 777.
The 777.
Who asked this?
Our number one fan.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sully's gonna stay.
Sully's going to stay.
Probably. Because I don't want to go through training again. I like the plane a lot. It goes to really cool places. I don't work that much.
Right.
Yeah. So until they start working me a lot more.
Like, how much don't you work and how often are you home?
Okay. Not important. Anyways, until they start making me work like all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna change it.
777.
The Sev.
The Sev. Okay, cool. All right, on to the next. What's the next one, Sully?
Why?
Whys. The why questions. Here we go. What were people Googling?
We're sticking.
We're sticking. What were people Googling? Why?
Well, should we just do random then, or do you want us to?
We should probably, do random, I guess.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to start here. Why does Mike... Honestly, it makes it funny. Why does Mike have night terrors?
Oh, wow.
That's what that one said. There's a couple answers here. There's like the long-term thing, but also the short-term. Long-term is, I'm pretty sure it runs in, like, I'm pretty sure it's like
Hereditary.
hereditary. My mom's dad, my grandpa, he had night terrors that were well documented. My mom has night terrors that are pretty bad. And then I just, like, have the worst night terrors. So it's getting worse, like, as it gets passed on.
Tough.
So it's like, I don't know. I'd like to think that God gives his toughest test to his strongest soldier. But yeah, and then in the short term, it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure if I have any sweet after 8 p.m., I will have a night terror.
Really?
It seems somehow correlated. I have yet to prove it out.
brought my baking stuff over and we've eaten it after.
Yeah, and I've probably had a terrible
I'm so
night.
sorry. I will not do that
But it's
anymore.
great while I'm eating it.
Well.
Yeah, sorry to Celia, because she really gets the worst of it. From an emotional standpoint, she has yet to be struck.
Oh my God.
I didn't want to make it seem like she's getting attacked. Although she probably would say she's been struck by maybe like a rogue. Like,
yeah, a flail.
But nothing crazy. Please don't call anyone.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Okay.
Why would...
Maybe be careful with that one because I don't remember this one very well. Why would? It's the one. You'll know this one. This is good.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, just go for it.
To the car. Oh,
Yeah.
Would two hardened chaos agents risk the carbs?
Yes.
Because they are under a great deal of stress.
And that's
from Get Smart. That would be Roz who wrote that, and he thought it was very funny.
Roz.
He was giggling next to me in the car. So.
Yeah, because when did he fill out that survey? That was on your guys' journey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Sorry to Roz that you had to drive back by yourself.
Blame the company.
I would have been there. Okay, random. I'll go with this one. Oh, good. Why have...
You're doing the slow.
Well, yeah, because I need to see some things. Because this one's tough. I don't know it. Why have... And then pod at the end. Why have...
Oh.
Do you see it?
Why have I not been on the pod or something?
Not... Why have I not been... Yeah. Why have I not been invited on the pod?
Who's this?
That was Fave Cousin.
I knew it was Fave.
Yeah, it was Fave Cousin. Tell him.
Because he's not the Fave Cousin.
Whoa!
Just kidding. He is. Well, one of. I don't know why.
Okay.
He would be really fun to have on.
Yeah.
Just a
think
kind
he'd be
of a clown.
Hoot. He self-proclaimed... By the way, I did not write down... Fave Cousin, if you're listening, I did not write down all your questions. Because most of them were, self-centered. But... and that's okay. But to be clear, he is 6'4", a good MC, goes to the gym.
He's a pilot.
Is a pilot. Just got new golf clubs, I saw.
Basically, all of his questions were, why doesn't...
That comes up. I think it's honestly one of them.
Okay.
We'll leave that
to we should do that one next. Which one is it? Is it this one?
No. I don't think
Are you
so.
sure?
Maybe it's not one of them. What's that one say? Why hasn't Mike...
P...
Oh. Yeah, that's one from number one fan. That one is, why hasn't Mike popped the question?
Oh my god. Okay, not acceptable.
Wanted to put that one on here, write that one down, because it was very strongly put into one person's survey response. Pretty sure she said it twice in her survey in
she
like
really
two different sections. So just a quick, a brief moment to appreciate Celia.
Celia rocks.
And just know that the relationship is going strong and steady.
Nice.
And we're just kind of poor. Houses cost a lot. You want to be ready to, not that we couldn't do life after having popped the question, but you just like to have some things ready to rock.
Right.
So we're figuring that out.
We love that.
But thank you for the invasive question.
Nice.
Oh, and then to double back, in case it doesn't come up, yes, as Celia, I'm going crazy. As Sully was saying, to her fave cousin, he asked a bunch of why don't we introduce him to single friends of ours.
Yes.
And this is his chance. We're doing it, kind of.
Do you guys have any single friends?
Yeah.
Why don't you
Not really.
introduce me to single friends? I don't have friends. I mean...
Oh, well, there's your problem.
So, tough.
So
not probably the best outlet for him.
Here's the best way you can find a single person to talk to you is when you see this link posted on my story, share it.
Nice. He has a lot of followers.
And then he'll be like, hey, I don't know, they talk about this handsome 6'4" guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who, you won't get this, but if he listens. The handsome 6'4" guy is also known to message you on social media and say just super embarrassing things. Like, pipe that thing when you are golfing.
Oh, wow.
It's a really funny story. And we love him for that.
He can come on and tell it.
That would be
That'd be
wonderful.
Great. That'd be great. Let us know.
Yeah, okay, we'll have you on.
When you're free. Well, there's only 3 left, so maybe we just leave them. All right. And we'll try and come back to them. We just gotta make sure we have time. Do you want to go first?
Okay.
So these are the wins.
When would you...
Okay, you're grabbing the one that hopefully feels. I like it. Here we go. Yeah. We should have used duct tape.
Wow.
We should have used duct tape. Shoot. All right.
When would you like to be frozen in time?
Yes. This one had some specifics on it as well, just to be clear. It was kind of like a... like frozen in time, like you are, yourself, and you can just be in the 1970s kind of thing. Then there was another stipulation that I'm totally spacing on. Okay. I just didn't have the room to write.
Do you know who gave this question?
I also have forgotten that piece of information.
Why don't you go first?
Oh, okay. When would I like to be frozen in time? Oh, and then I remember the stipulation. It was also so time, like in terms of like actual history, but also like a time of your life, like an age.
Nice.
So to answer that, I would probably pick, 21, 22.
Wow.
If not now.
Nice.
Because I'm having a lot of fun now.
Nice.
But that just feels like a boring answer. So if I can't pick now, then I will pick, probably 21, 22. Probably 21. I had just gone back to school. Life was pretty easy. I was just kind of hanging out at school and with my friends.
I love that. I think I'd pick 22.
Okay.
Because 21, I had finished all of my training. And at 22, I was like established at my job and like loving it.
Oh, wow. All right, that's a good answer. And then history-wise?
My mom says the 80s was fun.
Okay.
I think I would be more of a 90s person.
I honestly, I like a boring answer. The 2010s. I don't know. Technology's cool, guys. Let's not downplay. Really? Bastille, Pompeii.
Precisely
where I'm
at. That's the stuff I can't stand.
Okay.
I would maybe do the 2000s.
You would do Pompeii.
I would actually do the 2000s. I think I would do that before the 90s, actually.
Okay, I would do like the... I mean, there's so many negatives the further back in time you go. But I just want people playing outside, I just want to be playing outside.
Well, didn't they do that in the 2000s?
Not really.
That's why I said the 90s.
Okay, I'll do the 90s, since you already took the 2000s.
Well,
I'm older than you.
You're not.
If I'm in the 90s, I am.
Okay, do you want to be older than me?
Gotcha.
Great. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would do somewhere between like 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Okay. Cool.
That's me.
Do you think that even if the paper wasn't ripping off the poster, that they could read the questions anyway?
No chance.
Okay.
Not at all.
Great. But hopefully they're hearing the ripping sounds, which sound cool.
Good? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I know this one, and I want you to answer it. So, shout out to Stripes for this one. Yeah. When will planes incorporate AI? And if they already are, like, how so?
I'll be honest, I don't really know what AI is.
Oh. Stripes, I'm so sorry.
Like, what does that mean? What is AI?
Artificial intelligence?
Oh, I know what it means, but, like, how would that be a part of planes?
Let me give you an example of AI for accountants. Like, we can say, hey, AI tool, here's a PDF that's 100 pages. I don't want to read it. Can you summarize this data for me?
Wow.
And then, like, spit it out in, like, a digestible one-page summary. Like, that's something that AI can do.
And do you do that?
Yeah, like, people do that. I don't know. Not really. Not yet. AI is still pretty new.
And when will planes incorporate AI?
Yeah. Like, is autopilot AI?
No.
Okay, so...
I don't think so, but that's why I don't really understand what AI is. But I would say no. Autopilot's not AI.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. With autopilot, you turn it on, and then you can tell it to go fly a specific heading, go to an altitude, go land. But, like, I don't think that's AI. So I think it'd be a really long time.
Okay.
Sorry, I should learn what
We'll
AI is.
research this. We'll get back to you.
Sorry, Stripes.
We'll get back to you, Stripes.
Okay.
Okay.
When eating macaroni, spoon or fork?
Spoon or fork? Yes.
Spoon. Spoon for me.
Macaroni. I think I would go with spoon too. I think when I was younger, I would do a fork. But here's the thing: You're definitely going to have a fork if you are having little hot dog bits in there.
You had hot dog bits in your
That's a very common meal.
I've literally never heard
mac
that.
and cheese with hot dogs. Yes, you would chop up the hot dog. It was a boiled hot dog, sadly. But like that's just I'm sure there are people who can relate to that.
If you relate to that, let us know.
Yeah, please.
That's really funny. No, I'm spoon. Because then you can like get a big spoonful and
Yeah.
versus like I'm not gonna use a fork to try and stab.
Well, it depends on the noodle too, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mac and cheese is very good.
I'm making it tonight.
What? I thought you said you were making a cake.
I am.
Oh.
We're celebrating
Guys, we gotta wrap this up.
We're celebrating Roz's birthday tomorrow. When
oh my goodness.
When he lands, so
wow.
He requested mac and cheese and then a surprise cake, which I've never made a cake before in my life.
The happiest of birthdays to Roz.
Happy birthday, Roz.
Very exciting. When is Roz's birthday?
Nice.
Okay. I probably could do this randomly, but I'm not going to. Just a note, I know for sure, just real quick, when should I do my taxes? As soon as possible. I'm not going to rip it off, but I just know that that's what that says. So whoever asked that, Roz, please get them in. Let's just do when do you? When do you? I can't even get it.
I think this
Can't get a lick. Can you get it? But like, be careful because I don't remember it.
I can't.
I think I remember it. I'm pretty confident it says, when do you eat dinner?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is interesting. I've been eating dinner super late, like 9 p.m.
Whoa, do as the
And
Romans do.
I don't think that's good for you, right? That's not healthy.
Well, you're not supposed to eat right before bed.
Yeah, well,
So like, when are you going to bed?
like 1 a.m.
Right, so you're digesting things still.
Do you think that's fine?
Don't people in like Europe eat late?
Yeah, I guess
So,
they
and
all
they're
have-
very fit.
Very fit.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm just
Whoa.
new diet.
Pop quiz. Where does Real Madrid play?
Madrid.
Like the name of the stadium?
Santiago.
I didn't make that clear. I apologize.
Santiago Bernabeu.
Yes! Haha! I felt so cool earlier today at work. We were doing a thing and some guy was like, oh yeah, like I want to go visit wherever Real Madrid plays. And I was like, oh, the Bernabeu.
Yeah, Bernabeu.
Yeah. Felt very
Been
cool.
there.
Yeah. Anyways.
I think they're getting a new stadium. I wonder if it'll be called the same thing. Like a mega stadium.
Oh, whoa.
Like huge.
Okay. For like concerts and stuff?
For like soccer.
Ooh. That makes sense. Let's do these two back to back.
You were not listening to anything I was
Yes,
saying.
I was!
For concerts?
They have, but it's for...
Great.
You'll understand why I said for concerts. And it's because earlier the activity we were doing was based on us creating a super music festival. And he said I would host it at the Bernabeu. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, anyway. Real quick, so this one is, when do pilots sleep on long flights?
When do we sleep?
When do you sleep on long flights?
It depends. So on long flights, if we have 4 pilots, which is a flight that's over 12 hours, then we switch at the halfway point, typically. Unless it's really long, then we do like really weird breaks. And if it's a shorter flight, like more than 8 hours, less than 12, then we have 3 pilots, and then we split it in thirds, and you get to basically choose which one you want. The person flying gets to take their first pick on what they want. But they'll never... The bunkie or the sub always takes the first break.
Wait, so one person has to sleep, fly, sleep? Or wait, oh no, I'm
No.
sorry, because there's 2
Fly,
people flying
sleep,
at
fly.
each time. Yeah.
Or sleep, fly, or fly, sleep.
What was the first one you said?
Fly, sleep, fly. That's what I like. I like the middle break.
Oh, okay.
Because then you fly for like 3 hours, sleep for 3 hours, fly for 3 hours.
That's pretty nice.
It's really nice.
Except I just don't think I could fall asleep.
I do not have that problem.
Right. Okay, that's helpful. When are accountants the most busy? So again, kind of depends on the type of accountant you are. If you're a public accountant, like, a CPA doing other people's taxes, usually that would be like right now during tax season. So tax season's a very busy time for most accountants. If you're an industry accountant, that can very much vary. So like for me, working for like a company that isn't like an accounting firm, we're busy basically at the beginning of every month. So when we're closing the monthly ledgers, that's our busy time. So it's called our close, like our closing the books, and it's a war each time.
Do you have any interest in going to the other side? Of like
No.
No. Terrible question.
No.
Sorry.
Well, I couldn't. I don't know.
And I would like to pass that along to Stripes,
Oh.
the person who just quit,
Yes.
And Boomy.
Yes.
And get their opinion.
And McMuffin.
And McMuffin.
Yeah.
If you guys have any interest in going to the other side of the accounting world.
Yeah. Thank
Curious.
you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe let's move on. Dun-dun-dun. What's this one?
How?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. Ow. All right.
I want to do this one.
Yeah.
How many single friends?
There it is. How many single friends do Mike and Sully have?
Nice. Favorite cousin? None. Unfortunately, my friends consist 99% of family members and 1% of Mike.
Wow.
Mike, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have the... We'll figure
It's
it out.
fine.
At this point, who cares? Let's see. How do you... I can't grab that one. How come Mike... Here we go. How come Mike... Oh, yes. Yes. So, I know. Fortunately, we got the SMO. Because it says, how come Mike smokes those nasty, dirty cigarettes on occasion?
And then didn't it say it's not cool?
It's not cool,
It's
Mike.
not cool.
It's not cool, Mike.
Not cool, Mike.
Thank you, number one fan, for another great invasive question. No, I'm kidding. This one is good. Let me be real with the audience. I mean, the question is, how come Mike smokes cigarettes on occasion? On occasion, it's super cool.
Okay, I knew it was gonna be something terrible like that. It's not cool.
First of all, it allows you to complete really awesome bits, like my Oppenheimer bit I did.
That was cool.
Thank you. If you're not aware, go look at my profile on Instagram. Great picture there.
The Barbenheimer.
The Barbenheimer. So, if you're willing to commit to a bit like I am, smoking plays to your advantage.
You and Ross have that in common, because he bought a pack of cigarettes for Halloween to be a greaser.
See? Yes.
He didn't smoke it, though.
Well...
Gosh, that would have been horrible.
Trust me, it does taste terrible.
You know what? I have a question.
Yeah.
Me and my parents were talking about this today.
Okay.
So, like, Gen Z or, like, younger generations are the least likely to drink. And
Really?
then millennials are, like, also not very likely. And it goes up in generation. Basically, the older generations and stuff drink a lot more than the younger generations.
Oh, whoa.
And the same with, like, younger generations are prioritizing their health, including physical and mental health a lot more.
Sure.
But we were unsure of smoking because, like, cigarettes, of course, is not super common for our age.
But
vaping,
yeah,
is that super common in your circles? Like,
not in my circles anymore.
Like, do your coworkers vape? Do you know people who vape?
I know a coworker who vapes, but like not a coworker I talk to. So.
Okay, because I don't think I know. I mean, I don't think anyone actually in my life vapes. But I was talking to my younger sister-in-law, and she was like, "Oh, so many people vape."
Whoa.
And I was super surprised by that.
And when I say, I'd like to make it clear, when I say that I have a coworker who vapes, I mean they take, like, breaks to go vape.
Wow.
I'm sure other coworkers of mine vape, like, casually, but to, like, actually go on a vaping break.
That's interesting.
Which just sounds so much less cool than a smoke break.
Well, none of them sound cool.
No. I'm gonna start smoking just to...
Moving on.
Alright, here we go.
How do you...
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Cut.
Yeah. How do you cut your sandwich? How do you cut your sandwich?
Oh, that's a good question, and I feel really strongly about it.
Okay.
Diagonally.
Wow. Diagonally.
How do you cut yours?
Horizontal for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
I love, like, if I have a PB&H, I love cutting it diagonally, and then I eat the corner, and then I eat the other corner, and then I eat the middle, and then I just, like, do that rotation, and it's superb.
I would eat it the same way, but I just
How
don't
does
like
your bites go cutting horizontally?
Corner, middle.
Middle.
Corner, middle, and then hamanch, down from the crust.
Interesting.
Yeah. As a kid, I used to just eat the crust first.
Really?
So then it was just a fun little Uncrustable.
That's fun.
Homemade
I still eat my
Uncrustable.
pizza. Like, my pizza, I eat the front part, and then corner crust.
Oh.
Front, corner. Like, I still do that.
Oh, okay.
Is that weird?
No.
Anyways.
Well, right in.
Let us know.
If that's weird. Let's see. What's this one say? How did I think you... Can I see it?
Oh.
Sorry, I kidnapped the board. Here we go. How did... Oh my... I really want to read this one. I don't even know what it says. You think the mic can hear me behind the poster?
Yeah. Well, I think they can hear the poster crumble. Maybe I can read it through the back?
Yeah. Oh! Can you?
Oh, I don't know.
How did this pod start?
Oh, that's a fun question.
How did this pod start? Sorry.
I thought we were holding it.
How did this pod start? Boredom?
No.
Like a friendly boredom. Like,
no, you said it
okay.
was your passion and your dream to be a podcast host.
Oh, well, yeah, but like
and I
that's
said I would
a
love
pod.
to do... What do you mean by that?
Like, how did this pod start? It was like me and you...
Because
and we
you
were
said
like,
that, and I said I would love nothing more than to help you reach your dreams.
That's true. Okay, I suppose... I didn't mean boredom in an offensive way. It was more like we had time...
We did have a lot of time.
to invest.
The only thing we had going on was checking the snacks section.
Right. Yeah.
The house.
Yes. So, I really do think it was more of like a... It was well deserved considering we had gone to such lengths to reconnect and, live in the same town again. Same house again. Well, not again. Same house for the first time.
When you agreed to come live over there.
I don't even remember how that offering process worked.
I was trying to recount it
But I remember talking to my mom and like being like, Sully just like said I could live with them out in out in Eastern Washington.
Nice.
Yep. And I think even she was hesitant.
Yeah.
Well, that was probably just like, don't live with girls.
Oh.
And I was like,
I'm
it's
not
a big
siren,
house.
I swear. Yeah, well, I remember offering it because I think it was just casually like, oh, we got, another room. Or I think at that point we had multiple rooms available.
So many rooms. No one else had moved in, I don't think. Yeah.
I think that you were the first one. And I was just like, oh, if you want to come live out there, that could be fun.
It was great.
Having no expectation that you would do that. And then like a week later you're like, yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. And I said, whoa! Okay.
And it was so fun.
It's so fun.
And so basically it resulted in this.
There you go.
Because I love a chatting, recording media type of thing. And so this just felt right. Sully was on board.
And it's been a hoot.
Been a hoot. Okay.
Okay. How likely is Sully?
Oh, yes. I remember this one as well. I believe this is also a Stripes question.
I know.
Yeah, vegan.
How likely am I to be vegan?
Yeah, to become vegan.
To be extremely unlikely.
And why is that?
I eat a chicken breast for dinner pretty much every day.
Okay.
And I eat eggs for breakfast almost every morning. So
that would be tough to give up.
Both of those. I mean, also I really like vanilla lattes, and that's milk. I pretty much
What
everything...
about vegetarian? Would you consider vegetarianism?
No.
No.
Okay. No, I wouldn't.
Sure.
I mean, is that terrible?
Too fond of the chicken strips. Chicken strips.
No, I don't know. For a while, you were doing like vegan Tuesdays or something.
I was well. I don't know if it was vegan, but yeah, definitely vegetarian.
Yeah, and I liked that.
I was a big tofu guy and potato guy.
It's potato hash browns with a side of potatoes.
Yeah, to the audience. Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say I like that.
Yeah.
The idea of doing 1 or 2 days a week, but it would just result in me eating pasta, like 100%.
Right.
And I'm like, that's not.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be doing that. So no, sorry, Stripes.
Sorry, Stripes.
Is he either of those? Vegetarian, vegan?
No.
Just curious.
I think he would eat potatoes with a side of potatoes, though.
Well, wouldn't we all? But that was
How much
so
starch
funny.
is too much starch? Yeah, I was in a big phase of like buying actual potatoes and then shredding them
yeah.
to make hash browns, basically like homemade hash browns. And then I was making a dinner and I was like, I'm gonna make some hash browns, and I was like, what should I have alongside my hash browns? And because the consistencies was different, I didn't connect the dots. They were the same thing. I made an entire. This alone is what's scary. If you've ever seen, I forget the name of the brand, but like those packets of mashed potato
like Idaho
mix. Yeah, Idaho something.
Yeah.
And I made like a family-sized thing of mashed potatoes in a bag. and then ate that, or like put that in a bowl, and then took my plate of hash browns, sat down, and thought to myself, "What am I doing?" That's one of those moments where
I think I took a picture of it and put it on my story and said, featuring Mike's dinner of potatoes with a side of potatoes, and so many people wrote in about how hilarious that dinner was.
Girl dinner.
Oh, that was
okay.
funny.
All right. I kind of want to open this one because it's the only one I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Not that I'm showing bias to the ones I can remember, but...
Not that you're going to be able to read it.
I just think it's fun. That's true.
Let me open this side and see if I can get at least a couple letters. How many miles could...
Yeah. How many miles could they run? Maybe. But, and then this says, bear is chasing slowly.
Wait, it's chasing slowly?
So how many miles could they run if a bear was chasing us slowly?
Like how slow?
I don't know, and also this just kind of feels like a how many miles could we run question. Like, what's the point of the bear? I think this was McMuffin, but I could be wrong.
It depends on how slow the bear is moving.
Yeah.
For me. But also,
that's
I think
true.
Adrenaline plays a huge role.
Could I get a big lead on the bear to the point where the bear can't see me anymore?
Yeah.
And then stop running? I'm going to go with a mile. What?
You could go way further than a mile.
I don't know. My cardio's not very good.
Yeah, but you just go run half marathons.
I don't. I walk part of them. I don't run the full thing. The longest I've run in the last 2 years is 8 miles consecutively. And then I slowed down to a walk and started munching on my little apples that I had in my pouch. And let me tell you, apples 8 miles into a half marathon in the sun are not fun to get all over your fingers. Because then I have really sticky fingers the rest of the day. Yeah, it's terrible.
Were they apple slices?
Yeah, I cut up apple slices.
And you put them in a Ziploc and put them in your pouch?
Yep.
Were they warm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Had they been bouncing around for 8 miles?
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how many miles I could go. I think I could go a handful though.
Okay.
I think I could do 5 miles knowing that there's a bear behind me.
Right.
But am I running through uncharted bear terrain? Am I running up a mountain or down a mountain?
You could find more bears.
More bears, and that's a lot harder than just running down the street.
I'd take the man.
Okay, I would take the bear.
Well, okay.
100% of the time I will take the bear.
Okay. You want to put this one down? On to the next. Don't worry, we're almost there, folks.
What?
And these last two you're going to love just because of
They're great.
the way we taped them.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. And these are really good ones, too.
Which ones?
Well, I don't know. They just look good, right?
Okay.
What? What is such a powerful question? Yep. Oh, yeah.
Go to...
Yep. It's, what is Mike's go-to drunk fast food order?
Wow.
So, this one comes down to timing. So, back in my college days, Jack in the Box had things known as munchie meals. And munchie meals were so superior. The chicken tater munchie meal was one of the best things
Wait,
I've...
what place
It's
was
2,000 calories. Yeah. You get a soda, you get a patty melt of there's a chicken, a chicken breast, and then some sort of weird cheesy goo on top with hash browns, and then curly fries, regular fries, and 2 tacos.
Oh my god. I'm gonna hurl.
It was so good. Nowadays, I don't know, I would honestly just be content with, some McChickens or something.
I've never had any of the things that you just referenced.
Okay, well, you'll probably live longer.
When's the last time you were drunk?
Maybe, 2 weeks ago.
Did you have McChickens?
No.
Oh, did you have anything fun?
Probably mozzarella sticks, honestly.
You were out?
We have a lot of mozzarella sticks here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what my go-to drunk fast food order would be. But
moving on.
If I had to guess, I think that it would probably just be McDonald's fries.
Okay, yeah. A classic.
Love.
Yeah. Well, okay, how about let's reframe the question. When, if you ever saw me in a tipsy state after maybe 2 to 3 fun little wine things. What snacks that I consumed were you like, that's good, let me get in on that? Like popcorn?
Yeah.
No?
I remember us eating a lot of snacks.
Yeah.
I just don't remember there. I remember that we would always have, like, I feel like ice cream was a big part of our time.
Yeah, those Haagen-Dazs bars.
Yeah.
Those were pretty good.
Those are pretty good. I'm trying to remember, like, what snacks would you eat, like, actually from the pantry?
Goldfish.
Oh, that would be... I love goldfish.
Goldfish for sure.
Then, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Didn't I just pull that one?
No, I did.
Oh, okay. Here we go. What was the longest... Fortunately, I remember this one. What was the longest Mike and Sully went without talking?
Whoa. I think when I moved away in college for a while.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think that we would go. I mean, I was so, like, school was really hard. Like, I mean, it wasn't hard, but it was, like, took up so much time.
Yeah.
And we only lived, like, an hour and a half away. But I feel like...
And when I visited, I just agitated your friends.
Well... yeah. One friend.
Yeah.
So I feel like during that time, we didn't talk as much. But also, I feel like we've kind of always been the friends that we don't have to talk every single day.
Well, certainly.
I mean, not even every single day, but not even, like, every single week.
We talk a lot more now than we talked, like, probably even, in like, college.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think at the beginning, like, when I was at the same college as you, we saw each other all the time, though.
Yes.
But then it was, like, when I moved away, specifically, I think the latter half of that year, I was just, like, drowning in school, and I think that I didn't probably talk very much.
I think this, like, the simplified version of answering this, and it's kind of a cheap out, but it would be probably early high school, like when we weren't.
Oh, well,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we weren't super close friends, so
yeah, no,
we didn't talk much.
But also, when did we become friends?
I like to lock in junior year because that's the first time you signed my yearbook.
Oh, okay.
So
that'd be fun to look at those again.
Yeah, yeah. Lock those things up.
The season's diary.
Actually, Stripes asked a fun question today. He said, of your entire graduating class, do you think you're in the top 10% of successful people of our graduating class?
100%.
Wow, I was hesitant. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what other people are doing.
You're an accountant.
Yeah, but I don't know what other people are doing. I could name 3 people right away that make more money than me.
Who?
Well, I'm not going to say them.
Like, what are their professions?
Sales.
Okay.
Pilot.
Okay.
And Switzerland engineer.
Who's that?
Our ASB president, I think.
Really?
I think.
Wait, in Switzerland? Or is there a company called
He literally just moved to Switzerland.
Wow.
To go be an engineer. So he's got to be making a lot of money.
I mean, that's cool.
And even if he wasn't. Yeah, even if he wasn't making money,
Yeah.
that would be cooler.
Do you think that he won't plan our 10-year reunion because he's out of country?
Maybe. Yeah, that could be a contributing factor.
I would definitely.
To be clear, our senior class ASB president.
Oh wait,
just to make sure you're aware of who that was. Not our ASB president.
Well, no, I don't know the difference.
I don't know how to describe him. Oh, sure. That's fun.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know who
I am surprised by that answer.
Okay.
But he's...
Well, you just hurt his feelings.
he's got, like, European citizenship, right? Because his father's from
There we go.
England.
Bingo.
So that's probably why he's going to Switzerland.
That would make sense. But also because he got a good job.
Our other friend who's living in Europe.
Yes!
Because it's kind of...
The Iceland person?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a little bit different.
Our friend.
If only.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, I would 100% put you in the top. I mean, yeah, I don't know exactly what everyone else is doing with their lives, but I think...
And it kind of depends on how you define success, but...
Yeah, but accountant is, like, a really great job.
Thanks.
And you...
Well, can we go back to how hard it is, actually? Let's go back to that question.
Use those big words again.
Very hard.
Okay, anyways.
Wait.
Oh.
So we finished on that. Well, I was going to say, the high school thing, where we didn't talk much. My mind went to when I got mad at you early in our freshman year of college. And I felt like
Which was so
I know.
stupid.
We're not here to debate that. We're not here to debate that.
Because I did nothing wrong.
But
No.
how many days were there where we didn't talk?
I don't know.
Like that could
How
be,
many days do you think there was?
I honestly think we might not have like spoken for like a week.
I think so.
Like it could have
And
been...
you know what? The whole time I was like, I knew exactly why. I knew you were mad at me, and I knew exactly why you were mad at me,
You know
and
what's
I knew
funny?
exactly that none of it was my fault.
And I was sitting back thinking, there's no way she knows I'm mad at her. There's no way she would know why I'm mad at her. And it's all her fault.
So dumb.
Whoopsie.
I actually thought I saw that guy today, because he lives in the town that I was in today.
Oh, whoa. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And I thought I saw him, and I was like, wow. Throwback. Remember that time Mike got mad at me because he sat next to me at church?
Shout out to Matthew, Luke, and John. That's a clever
good.
nickname, yeah.
Okay, what is the best?
What is the best?
Cure
For the hiccups.
Oh,
What is
that's
the best
tough.
for the hiccups?
Wah! I was just gonna say patience.
A little different than my approach.
Do you think
what if
scary-
someone just drove off the road?
I'm sure we're our number one fan.
Oh, no.
100%.
No!
Watch the road.
I was going to say, I do this. I wanted to give a demonstration, actually.
Okay.
This is how I genuinely get rid of the hiccups. Like, if you see me with hiccups, I do this.
Okay, that's funny, though.
Yeah, like, I'll have, like, the hiccup
That's
will
what
get
Ross
me.
does.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he swears by it.
Yeah.
And he gets hiccups a lot, though. I'm kind of starting to get a little concerned.
Oh.
Because, like, what is that? Like, are you not breathing properly?
You know, I saw... Well, it is an issue with the diaphragm, right? But I saw an episode of The Good Doctor where... And this has nothing to do with hiccuping, but it has to do with burping. And this janitor was burping a bunch. And then it turned out he had, like, some terrible cancer and died in the episode.
Oh.
And so, anyways, I saw that. And then one day, I burped a couple times in the morning. I cannot tell you how anxious I was the rest of the day. I went and re-watched the episode, and they were like, well, he's burped 20 times in 2 minutes. And I was like, okay, I only burped 3 times in an hour. So I'm probably okay. But I was so scared.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just really want the Great Hawaiian Turtle to move home so you guys can just learn how similar you are.
Okay.
She texted me this week. I hope that I can expose this. No. It's anonymous. That she had a panic attack for like 30 minutes because she thought that she had like cancer of the face.
Oh, no.
But it was just a chia seed that
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
It's honestly so
The
relatable.
brain plays tricks on us.
Yeah, especially your guys' brains play a lot of the same tricks.
Yeah.
Those
Little tricksters.
brains. But I get that too.
Oh, what is Mike and Sully's? What is Mike and Sully's idea for a perfect day?
Oh, wow. Who asked this?
I don't know. I'm shocked I'm able to remember these with how much they're written.
Yeah. I love this question. Let's see. Okay, I wake up not too early.
Okay.
Not too late. Well,
Are we talking like 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love being awake early, like on a sunny day at 6 a.m. I hate the waking up aspect. I will never do that.
Oh, sure.
But, like, I love the idea
Yeah.
of it. Like, it's a little bit cold out. It's clear.
Yeah.
But since that's not going to happen, let's say I wake up at, like, 8:45, 9.
Yeah.
Just take my time, roll out of bed. I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm walking to a wonderful coffee shop.
Yes.
And bakery shop.
Yes.
And I grab what I want.
Right.
A vanilla latte and
For
a
free?
croissant. No, I'll support local business.
That's, wow. I was going to get you so good right there. That's exactly what I was going to throw back in your face. And you got me. All right, nice job.
And then either I have, like, my book with me, and I'm reading for a little while with a tote, and then when I finish up, I continue on just a beautiful walk on a beautiful day. Come home, I don't know, maybe I'll make some food. Maybe I'll have a friend over, or, like, meet a friend. Maybe I'll do a pod.
Yeah.
Just something really, mellow.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do a little bit of gardening. And then in the evening, I probably am doing, like, watercolor and, like, drinking a root beer.
I have terrible news for you.
What?
I think you went that whole perfect day without seeing your husband.
Oh, no, he's there.
Oh, okay.
Especially the first part. He loves a coffee and croissant.
Yes. Great company for those types of walks.
Yeah.
Yes.
In my head, he was there the whole time.
Called that out.
Because I'll be honest, I was kind of going off of where we used to live in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Like, I took part of that.
Yeah.
And then added on what would make that more perfect.
Totally understand.
Yeah.
So now into my perfect day. 24-hour, just big hug with Celia.
Whoa! Okay.
Gotcha!
And let's bring back, when are you going to pop the question?
Right. No, okay, so my perfect day, I'm thinking, yeah, like an early-ish morning, but like not like early, like I'm thinking like 8 a.m. wake up, and it's a sunny day, but it's a sunny like with a light fog.
Ooh.
It's an autumn day. It's an autumn morning with a slight chill. I walk out onto like a porch or a patio. I have homemade coffee in this perfect day, but there's a big yard out in the back, and as I'm kind of enjoying like a nice light but savory breakfast, all of my like best friends and family are arriving into the backyard, and for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, we're playing flag football in the backyard. It's a turkey bowl, folks.
Whoa!
Yep. So we're having fun doing that, just running around. Then we go inside, we get all cleaned up. At this point, I would probably, maybe like sit down for a read or something. Reading in a nice little book nook. Again, a book nook that Celia is also there. And then, I would think the evening would be maybe like going out to like the finest steakhouse in all the land. Yes. And the Celia might not be there for this one. A steakhouse.
So you have a piece of lettuce.
With a great vegetarian menu.
Nice.
And then, and then I think just a quick stop by the store to get my, like, some great Ben & Jerry's or something.
Love.
And then, like, curling up on the couch and watching a great movie.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think I'll alter mine a little bit, because in my head, it was, like, kind of a normal day. Because my normal days are basically alone. Like, I don't see a lot of people.
Sure.
And so, Roz is there, but, like, if I could have exactly a perfect day and just, like, it's a random day and people also aren't working and also they live near me.
Yeah.
Then I would, like, be surrounded by, the great Hawaiian turtle and you and, like, the friend who doesn't have a name.
Yeah.
Just, like, people who I really care about.
Yeah.
But, like, that doesn't happen. And that would be magic.
Cool.
So, anyways.
I'd like to point out that as soon as the football game ends, those people are gone.
And the football game has to go how you want.
Yeah, which is just fun. Like, I don't need to win even.
Yeah.
I cannot understate how much I enjoy a good turkey bowl. That would make me so happy.
Would you want me on your team?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
What position
I would not
want
you. Offensive line.
Okay. We should draft our turkey bowl teams. That'd be
fun. That'd be fun.
For like a Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be nice.
That'd be very cool. And then we play it. If we can organize everyone.
I would love that.
That'd be great.
It has to be on a weekday for my schedule.
Your future schedule?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since when do I get a weekend off?
Well, fortunately, turkey bowls are on weekdays usually. Usually it's that Friday.
Well, I can't... Okay.
That's a weekday.
I could maybe do the Friday.
Okay.
I can't get the actual holiday off, but maybe I could get the day after the holiday.
How about we just fly to wherever you are and play a game?
Oh, yeah, like come to China with me, would you?
I'd like to move on. We should probably do some rapid fire ones.
Okay.
Because we've been recording for a while.
What?
Yeah, this one I'm probably not going to remember.
Hair.
What? Oh!
Products.
Yes.
Do
Yeah. So this one says, what hair products does Mike use to keep his horns curly?
Oh, his horns.
Yeah.
I didn't need that.
I forget who put it in. I thought you did for a second. You didn't put that in? Like the horns?
I didn't say horns.
Oh, someone did.
It might have been a typo.
Oh.
I might have done that.
Oh. Okay. Well, I wrote it as is. I use Weedod from Ulta. They have a nice, tight, curly shampoo and conditioner.
Lovely. Is it a low poo?
What's that mean? A lotion poo?
No.
Oh.
No. I don't know. It's like something that curly hair people use.
I don't know.
They call it low poo because it's, I don't know, has different stuff in it. Okay.
Couldn't tell you. I use it maybe like once every 2 weeks.
Nice. What animal...
Oh, yeah. This one confused me. So I'm glad I put it in here.
Okay, do you know what it said?
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. Yeah. Yeah, just keep going. Yeah. So this one was from our number one fan again. And it said, what animal helped Sully decide their college/career?
Yeah, well, I couldn't decide.
Yeah.
Because basically, for those who don't know, I had to make a decision between a career in aviation or playing soccer in college. Is that it?
Uh-oh.
No, I don't, because I don't... that wasn't. The decision, I did have to make that decision, but this decision was earlier. It was whether I was going to pursue this career at the college I went to, or if I was going to go to a different college and a different career. And I couldn't decide, and I was mulling about it for a very long time. And then I ended up putting 2 different dog treats under 2 different answers. And then I let my dog walk up, and whichever one she ate first, she decided. So thank you, Belle.
So a lab.
Yeah.
Aww. Belle.
Love you, Belle.
Well, that's fun. Which one did she pick, did you say?
The job I'm currently doing, to be a pilot.
Okay, not the soccer career.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. You know what, let's move on to another board.
Okay. Ooh, good board.
Good board! Here we go. Because we can see them. Okay.
First.
Oh, here we go. Still kind of ripped. Where do you see yourself living at 70 years old?
Ooh. 70. Well.
I mean, ideally, it would be a manor of some kind. And I would have a big yard.
We like the yard idea.
Yeah, I'll still be playing in the turkey bowl at 70. No, okay, realistically, and again, not to bring this back to tobacco talk, but I would like a manor but with like a porch. So like not a manor that feels more like Haunted Mansion-y, but more like, a nice little townhouse.
Okay.
Where it has like a porch where I can sit out and smoke a pipe, like a cool pipe.
Okay.
Like go.
Wow.
Yeah, and read a book.
But it's in like 50 years from now, or I guess 40. Yeah, but it's like electronic now.
No, it's real.
Well,
I'm going to save one. I'm going to buy one and save it.
Well, Ross has one. You can probably borrow his.
That sounds unsanitary.
Okay.
Ever tell you about the time I tried to smoke a cigar in the back of the backyard of the Spoke house?
No.
Oh, I just no.
No, also horrifying. Why'd you do that?
I had a cigar and I wanted to smoke it.
Okay.
So I went into the backyard. I didn't know how to cut a cigar though, so I used a pair of scissors. And then I lit it. I have a picture I can show you once we're done recording this.
Would love to see.
It's great because my hair is short and I have painted nails and I'm doing this.
Wow.
With a very broken looking cigar. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll put it here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I see myself in 70 years. I think it would. I don't really care if it's a manor or like a small house, but like a little house, and there's plants, lots of plants everywhere, and like light flowing in, and then we also have like a yard of some kind, like a big yard.
We love a big yard,
and that's pretty much all I see.
Okay.
Where was your last?
Oh. Another one with the cousin.
Where was your last favorite memory with your favorite cousin? Well, last favorite memory. I'm just gonna say.
Like, where was your last? Like, yeah.
Like my last memory or my favorite memory?
No. Well, no. Your last favorite. The last time you had a favorite memory with your favorite cousin, where was that? Where did that happen? That's how I interpret it.
I mean, every time.
Okay.
But we went to Iceland together. This was a long time ago, but that was really fun.
That doesn't feel like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we went to Scotland together, actually, more recently, which was super fun. But I was extremely sick, so for me it was a little bit... That was not great. Yeah. That was the sickest I've probably
ever been.
Yeah, ever.
Oh my God.
It was awful.
Okay.
But like anytime traveling, it's fun to travel with him. He makes that fun.
Cool.
Always up for an adventure.
Yeah.
So I would say either of those. And I think it's really cool. Like, we're really lucky that we have so many people in the aviation industry, so a lot of people can explore the world with us.
That's true. That does help.
It's cool.
Huh.
It's nice.
Not a lot. You don't hear that in the accounting field very often. I thought I saw one that I wanted to do. Huh? Maybe not. Because I can see them. Here we go. Oh. 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 Where would you land if launched from a large slingshot? And to be fair, it did say comically large slingshot in the survey.
Where would I land?
Where would you land if launched from a
from?
comically large slingshot?
Where
That's
would I
just what
want
it
to
said.
land?
I guess. Interpret it as
Ideally
as
somewhere
wish.
soft,
Yeah.
but not the water. I have no interest in that.
If I was launched from a comically large slingshot, I would imagine I would land in some sort of comically large pudding.
I was kind of thinking I would land near the slingshot because they've shot me straight up into the air.
Oh.
And I come back down
Like
on
a bullet.
a big net.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good.
That's probably what I would want.
Okay. Nice. Take it away.
I'll take this. Where's one place? Oh, where's one place you'll never go again?
Where's one place you will never go again?
Our college town.
I wish I could say that, but I was just there.
It's my least favorite place on the planet.
Wow.
Not a fan.
Okay.
But I have to stop there for gas, so like.
Yeah, it kind of counts. It's down the outskirts.
Yeah.
Where's one place I will never go again? I mean, I don't know. Elementary school's principal's office.
You went to the principal's office?
Well, yeah. My mom was a PE teacher. I was in with the principal.
Oh, so it was like a fun thing.
Yeah, he looked like Santa Claus. He was a good friend of mine.
Wait, I just did the last one.
Oh, sure. No, that's one I wrote. Where did Mike and Celia cross paths first?
Fun!
Well, realistically, it was a Halloween party in 2022. I think I'm doing those years right.
Yeah, I think so.
There might have been... Well, no, actually, I believe the true answer to this is at a bowling party many years before that. But for our purposes and for the answer that Celia will most appreciate, it is the Halloween party in 2022.
What were you guys dressed as?
I was dressed as Sonic the Hedgehog.
Of course.
And Celia was a very, very beautiful rendition of Medusa. Well, I don't want
Popular
people...
costume.
I don't want people...
I was Medusa in college.
Oh, yeah, you were.
I thought that was kind of a jab of like... Anyways.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I just didn't want people picturing, like, the Gorgon monster.
Okay.
Like, she just looked very, very good.
And what did you do immediately following that meeting? Did you send any messages?
Swooned.
Yeah.
Fell to my knees.
Okay.
We were actually talking about this recently, Celia and I, and kind of talking about, like what we did, who we were talking to. I was like, I'm pretty sure I probably just went home and rambled to you about it.
Yeah. Well... You texted me.
Right, and then eventually
and
went home and rambled.
Whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Boo?
And said,
Are you
yeah,
thinking
Boo.
of Boo? Oh, okay.
And you said, help, I think I may have just met the love of my life.
Wow. Did I really say that? Do you have those texts?
I think so.
I would love a screenshot, please. Celia would love a screenshot.
But remember, you got really annoyed because Boo, instead of trying to help...
Goodness. What did Boo do?
Well, instead of trying to help and offer advice, she just kept asking who it is and then went to social media to try and track it down. And
I remember
that
now.
really bothered you.
I'm furious.
But then afterwards, I think I was working, so I don't think that you could come back and talk right about it.
Right.
So you had to text. And then when I got back, like a couple days later, we talked all about it.
That sounds great.
Yep.
Nice. All right, here we go. Yes. Yeah.
This is gonna be a teaser.
Yeah.
Okay. Where would Mike retire if he won $20 million?
Wow.
Okay.
I feel like we kind of answered this one with the retire.
Okay,
see yourself living in 7 years. No. Well, okay, sure.
Wait.
Sorry, Stripes. A manor. Okay.
Where's the best restaurant you've been to? Well, Stripes knows this answer, and...
Stripes didn't ask that one.
Okay, well...
Best restaurant I've ever been to? Probably, I forget the name of it, but because steak is my favorite food, I will go with the restaurant inside the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas.
Oh.
The greatest steak I've ever had.
Wow.
I asked for the chef to come out and meet me, and he did, and he took a very uncomfortable photo with me.
Okay,
see photo here.
My favorite restaurant, the best restaurant I've been to, is a restaurant in Honolulu. And it's a katsu restaurant, and it is amazing. And they have, like, their original restaurant. There's 3 in the world. There's one in Tokyo, which is the original, one in Incheon, and one in Honolulu. I went to the Tokyo one, loved it.
Yeah.
Burnt my mouth really bad.
Oof.
And I think just because I've been to the Honolulu one, and it's, like, holds a special place in my heart, I think that that's probably my favorite. Anyways. And then, as an honorable mention, there's a restaurant in Auckland, New Zealand, that is just, it's so delightful, and it's just like, you can go in there and just sit by yourself, and it's not weird, it's just like really relaxed, but great food. And
but like good for singles.
So great for singles.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
And it's just like, I've been there 2 or 3 times, and it's just, I don't know, it's just nice when you're like jet lagged and you just want somewhere that's calm to go to and you can just be comfortable at.
Yeah.
So that's probably my other favorite.
Okay. Alright, let's move on to the last one. Let's do some rapid fire here.
Oh yes, rapid fire.
We've trapped Sully for a very long time.
Okay.
Well, you know, I just want to be respectful of your time. Let's just start with the first one. Hold on! Oh no! Who would win a fight? Who would win in a fight to the death, is what it said. Me or you?
I really like to think that I would.
Okay.
But if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't.
I think it depends on the context
To death.
of the fight. Well, do we have weapons?
No.
Like, do you have a
If we had weapons-
recently polished gun?
If we had weapons, I think maybe.
Do you have Roz's bow and arrow?
I can't pull it back.
I have a walking stick.
Yeah.
I would never fight you to the death.
Of course. But if you had to.
If I had to, it would probably be in a scenario where you've misscheduled your calendar.
That's terrible of me.
They'll hear more about that.
Okay, I'm just gonna Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. That's just, we don't even need to go into detail on that one. I want to give a shout out to the Great Turtle.
Oh, nice.
This was a fun one. What 5 liquids would you keep on tap in your 5 fingers? I had to edit it pretty strongly. Like, it was a well-written question, but it's just very long.
Yeah, well, she's good with words.
I had to edit it. Water. Like, clean,
Agreed.
pure water.
Water.
Yeah.
Water. Easy number 2 for me, root beer. I mean, no question.
Well, I'm thinking of root beer. I'm just trying to think of how many sodas I want on tap.
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave sodas for a little bit. I'm going to go milkshake, chocolate shake.
And my number 3 is the blended vanilla.
Oh, whoa!
I mean, it's so good.
Since this is like a fake hypothetical scenario and like everything can be as perfect as we want it, like just the perfect, like it's my ideal every time it comes out of my finger, like vanilla latte.
Okay.
But like a hot one, not blended.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm stumped on the next 2, if I'm being honest.
Okay, well then I'll throw in Sprite and root beer to finish out.
Wow. I was thinking like something celebratory like sparkling cider.
Oh. Yeah, wait, actually, red wine.
And for the last one...
Cigarette smoke.
I don't know. Orange juice. I like OJ.
Okay.
But with my fiber in it.
Oh, a juice would have been good. Can I go with... You know what I don't want? I don't want... what's the juice that, like, every medication says you'll die if you're, like, drinking it while taking it? It's like grapefruit or something.
What?
Have you not noticed that? On so many medications.
A lot of medicine.
Okay, well...
Like on ibuprofen it says that?
No, ibuprofen was a bad example because it's so common, but other medications. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this one.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, did I do that
That's
one?
Oh, this one.
This one's good.
Yeah, you answer this first.
Wait, why?
Why you don't know mine yet?
Who is the most influential person in your life? And it said you can't say your parents.
Oh, well, there you go. Sorry, number one fan.
Who was the... Well, number one fan wrote this.
Oh. That's funny.
Most influential person. We're talking all-time cumulative influence, I'd say. So, like, you could be in the running.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm going to pick you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Who do you think influenced the other person more? And it's not a competition, but let's say the answer on 3.
Wait, who of us has influenced the other more?
Yeah, I think there's a clear answer.
Okay. 3,
2, 1. You. Yeah. Okay, nice. That's fair.
Yeah. I feel like, but you've just been at more... Like,
malleable.
Well, you've had more crossroads, I feel like.
Oh, okay.
That needs...
So he's just saying I've been through some stuff.
Most influential, I don't know, because if I can't see my parents, then it's like, I guess Roz. I guess he's influential. That's probably easy.
That's pretty good.
Easy answer.
That's pretty good. Peyton Manning. You know, one time in elementary school, we had to do like big posters of like our life, and then the biggest section in the middle was like who I'm proud of, and then you add a picture, and every single kid in my elementary school, it was like all the fifth graders, every fifth grader put either their mom or their dad, and then a picture of their mom and their dad. If you went to my 5th grade presentation, it was my thing with a giant printout of Peyton Manning.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, sorry. Sorry, parents.
Wait, I have one. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That noise is so good.
If jobs switched, what would excite you most?
Yeah. So this was another longer one. Thank you, Fave Cousin, for this entry.
No,
but yeah, basically, like, if we had to switch jobs, what would excite us most about, like, that proposition?
I know mine immediately. I have several.
Okay.
And I'll tell you.
Because I'm just scared.
Mine would be, I love that you have friends at work.
Ooh.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
That's something I had when I was a flight instructor, and then you don't really get that in the airlines because you fly with you meet a new person every time you go to work.
Sure.
So I love that. Number 2, I love that you have like a space, like you have
that. You know what? These are underrated things.
That's so cool.
I feel like people don't think about that. Yeah.
That would be really great.
Okay, yeah. So for me, those are really interesting that you would say those, because now I'm realizing what I wouldn't be excited about for yours.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be definitely influenced in getting over my dislike of flying.
Nice.
As well as just getting to see so much of the world that I don't travel a lot, so.
But you also travel a lot more than most people.
To the same places, though.
They were new at
California,
one point.
Colorado, California, Colorado.
Phoenix.
That was one time.
But you went, though.
I did. I'm a good single traveler.
Yeah,
I will say,
good.
better than probably most people.
Yeah.
I just kind of go and do things. Do I pay for $100 Uber because I'm a man of leisure? And it wasn't like I'm trying to flex on people.
The top 10% of our high school class.
Well, yeah, that played an important role. But no, I went to the Waste Management Open in Scottsdale, I believe it's in, and then I went to go home, or I was like, okay, I gotta go back to my hotel in Phoenix, and I had Ubered out there in the morning, and then you'd get on a bus, and the bus buses you into the golf tournament.
Oh wow!
And so then then I took a bus back to the Uber pickup place. But when I Ubered out, it was like $20. When I got back to the Ubers, they weren't accepting Ubers. They were all bartering. Like, hey, if you want us to give you a ride, you have to pay us X. And so because they had control, they were all like, no, we're not going to drive you all the way to Phoenix for $20.
Whoa.
So finally, there was a nice guy with a minivan who was ready to take a big group, and he just took me, and I gave him, but he charged me $100.
Wow.
Well, he charged me like 90, I think, or no. I forget. It was either 90 or 100.
That's crazy.
But he was a nice guy, and I was just like, I want to go home.
Yeah, I'm not having fun.
I'm not having fun. This is a fun one. It was a fun one.
It's on that.
Oh yeah.
It through there.
Do you expect to ever have a pet, and if so, what kind?
Wow. I would say right now, definitely not. Our careers don't really.
That is tough.
Allow that.
How do
Most of
What
them
percentage of pilots have pets?
I'd say a lot because most of them aren't married to another pilot.
Oh, you're so right.
Almost, in my experience,
right.
almost all female pilots are married to another pilot because you go to flight. That's just who you know when you're in training or like at work.
That's interesting.
But there's so many more male pilots that obviously they can't all be married to pilots. So they have like a stay-at-home mom, wife, or like a lot of nurses and a lot of teachers. That's a really common combo. So yeah, they have dogs.
Huh.
I do not. If we do ever get a dog, it will be a golden retriever.
A golden retriever.
Roz really, really wants one.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So.
Same, like contextual boat of like I would love to have a pet, but like just really don't want to have to worry about it.
Yeah.
All the time. I just want to make sure it's in a position where it will be happy as much as I will be happy to have it. So no, but Celia and I talk about dogs all the time. Celia might come home one day with a stray cat. She is like the cat, like not in a bad way. She's the cat lady of Bremerton.
Really?
She sends me Snapchats all the time of her just walking, and then she goes, and then all the cats come flocking out from all the. Yeah, it's crazy, but they're adorable. So could be a cat, could be a dog. I'm just anti small dogs. I'll pretty much take any big dog.
Yeah.
But I like labs. Golden retrievers are obviously adorable.
Yeah.
German shepherds. Yeah, really.
You can't go wrong, honestly.
No.
Like, they're all great.
I would take a Dalmatian.
I love a Dalmatian.
I think they're really fun.
They are so
I like
fun.
short-haired
And
dogs.
it's a lucky day when you see a Dalmatian. Because they're so rare.
But I also like dogs that like with jowls, you know, so when you yeah. Yeah. Do you want to end with one more and then save these for the for a future episode? Like we could save the rest? Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
And do you want it to be this one?
We should save that for another episode.
Okay. That's what I thought. It would be longer. Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and pick the last one then.
Oh, okay. I'll
just know that Stripes, you're gonna have to wait on your probably most important question.
But we love the question.
We love the question. It was great. Which one?
If forced to get a tattoo, where and what?
Oh yeah. Okay. So this was a Celia question.
Okay.
And she said, she made it very clear in her submission. I know you guys don't ever want to get a tattoo.
Nice.
But she was just curious if you had to get one, where would you get it and what would it be of?
For the longest time, I always thought that I would want a, not right here, but a tattoo of the world.
Oh.
But in watercolor, like a watercolor tattoo of the world.
Ooh.
But now I think I kind of like the fine line type of art situation.
Okay.
Something small for sure for me. I don't know where.
Oh, okay. Sure.
But I have this weird thing about tattoos where
Do you guys have rules?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can get them. You just have to have them covered up all the time, so I wouldn't get it on.
Wow, they can't show at all?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it can be smaller. If it's smaller than your badge, which is this big, you can have one on each limb.
Okay.
And if it's more than that, then they have to be covered up for all the time.
Huh.
But I have this weird thing where I hate tattoos that get covered up by clothes. So I would never get a tattoo right here because if I wear a tank top, part of it's covered.
Yeah, and people do that a lot.
People do that, and it would have to be really small, and it would have to be somewhere where it's I don't know. Yeah. Either all of it would show or not it would show.
Huh. Cool. Me. So my go-to, just quick answer is the tattoo I've dreamed of since I was a kid, which is in a scenario where I have gone to prison and gotten so jacked and muscular, and then I would get a big panther on my bicep. Probably my right bicep. The outside of the arm. And yeah, just a big panther.
The outside?
Just a long this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not one of these guys?
No. So I guess bicep's probably not the right way to describe it, but just a long here.
Okay.
Just a big panther. If you're curious for inspiration, look up Darren Williams' panther tattoo. Former NBA player, has a big panther tattoo. Very cool. If I were to think now, I'm not sure of location. I don't really love arm tattoos. I think they can look good, but I also, it feels weird to say it because I have such a. I feel like I should hate it, and yet I do think they can look cool. A thigh tattoo.
Really?
I do think...
I'm okay with that.
I just feel... It feels wrong for some reason, and yet I think they can look cool.
Yeah.
And I think I would go with something, significant to one of my favorite books, like something I've read recently.
Interesting.
Like, and do that. Like, it could be like a Lord of the Rings thing or whatever, but just a book thing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So yeah,
Nice.
so
Lovely.
I'm going to grab these. So we do have more of these, and we're always in the market for more content. So maybe we can incorporate this as a kind of like a, whenever we get around to the baking episode.
Lovely.
Which, of course, we'll talk logistics in 45 seconds. But I can't wrap up that fast. But,
But we still have to draw the name.
Oh, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, we can incorporate the questions into something like that. Where, like, you could be... And I'll be like...
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Celia... Celia might have fallen asleep.
Should I check or no?
Yeah, maybe go give it a check. I'll entertain the crowd here. We're waiting to see if our special guest is able to do the drawing for us right now, or if not, we will do the drawing ourselves. So far, we've got a couple whispers in.
It's drawing time.
Oh, it seems like we were able to get Celia's attention, and she's awake. And here she comes. You don't even have to be on camera if you don't want.
Oh, but she's so cute.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Scraps.
Yeah, a lot of scraps.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got the code names in here for the drawing, for the mug.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your name's in here.
Okay.
So I guess it'll be
Wow.
suspicious if she grabs it.
So suspicious.
So just
I can be on camera and not looking.
no, it's okay. We trust you. Here you go.
Okay.
There's Celia's
you
arm.
can see her cute dress a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Did you grab just one?
Looks like it.
Okay, read it.
McDonald's.
What? McDonald's McMuffin! Wow! McDonald's McMuffin is one of my coworkers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but one that I don't even know if you're able to connect the dots right now. Yeah, that's fine.
Her name kind of sounds like that.
Incorrect.
A little
Yes. Her name kind of sounds like that. So, shout out.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to McMuffin!
McMuffin!
So yes, so you can, wow, I'm kind of glad it turned out that way, because now I can get that taken care of, like, next week at work.
That'd be great.
Be like, here are your options.
Yeah. I love that.
Here you go. Oh, it'd be kind of cool if I gave it to her at work, and then she just used it as her work mug.
That's what I was thinking.
And then kind of got our name out more.
That would be lovely.
So, congratulations.
Congratulations. Please use it as advertising.
Please. Do you remember how much it cost when you... Okay, sure.
No.
Hopefully, what if that company's out of business? That's like the only personalized mug company.
It's Canva, I think is what it's called.
Canva.
So.
Okay, great. Well, we'll look into that. So, thank you all for your lovely submissions. We will be back with more, like doing the rest of these, especially because some of them were really intentionally put, and then we just kind of ran out of time. So,
yeah.
But
sorry.
So be it. Them's the break. Sorry that the tape didn't work out the way we wanted it to. More so sorry to you. I don't really need to apologize to the audience. I really thought that would work.
It's all right.
And I put in effort. I hope you know I actually tried.
Oh, I could tell.
And thought it would work.
It was really great.
And then I'm wondering if it's a timing thing. Like they just stuck too long. Because I did this like at this point almost 24 hours ago. So
yeah.
Who knows?
Really good at sticking.
Yeah. Very sticky. So we will not let you guys know when our next episode is going to be, because we don't even know right now, but we're one episode away from a very fun and exciting season finale, hopefully then followed by a very fun and exciting season opener.
Yes.
But we will make it happen, and you guys can see and reap the rewards of those episodes. So with that being said, it's time for the whale to play us out.
Bye.
Goodbye.